Hello, and welcome back to the Cove with more Battletech. Alright, we are back again today with another contract. We're going to go ahead and pick up this one for the pirates, keep our friendship going. It's a very simple mission, but it is a base defense, so that should be fun. Maybe a good way to try out our new awesome that we've got going. Now, there has been a little bit of scuttlebutt on the ship, and they were saying that maybe if we follow with Lady Arano, we may be able to make it into some more of the Taurian space. So maybe annoying them right before we try and pick up some new bits and pieces from them may not be the wisest. So I think we're going to listen to them. We'll pick up this one here because we know that it is good. But then from there, we're then just going to quickly dip over to the other planet. So let's go ahead and make a little bit of money. Let's go ahead and accept. This foreclosure should go fairly smoothly. And whereabouts is it? Oh, there it is. That big, beautiful, awesome. Alright, let's go and see. You know what? I think we could probably switch out the Warhammer. Yeah, Orion SRM. Yeah, let's drop the Warhammer. And let's bring on in the awesome. And oh, we're very close to our drop tonnage, okay. I don't think we've ever seen just how heavy that thing is. Alright, but what we're going to do is, I suppose that since this is Leviathan's Marauders, and I really like to try out a new thing, I think we're going to go ahead and pilot the awesome ourselves. How on earth could I say no to trying out one of our fancy new mechs? Alright, so let's see what this quick little mission is. And yeah, then I think we'll fly on over to the other planet and see if there's anything decent there that is available. I think that should probably be good. Alright, so today's objectives: defend the occupied base. Pretty straightforward. Our covert operatives on the planet have located a secret local government facility that's been abandoned. We have a team inbound to this planet to strip the facility of everything valuable, but our people on the surface tipped some sort of alarm, which means the original owners are probably on their way to level the place and ensure we can't salvage anything. We need you and your people to occupy that base and keep it intact until our team arrives. Yeah, that's pretty much a very straightforward mission setup, and Oliver is saying, "This all seems extremely straightforward, Commander. There will likely be significant opposition, but nothing we haven't handled in the past." Yeah, and for a single level of difficulty, I think we are definitely going to be
interface initiated.
Stomping through this with no hassle whatsoever. Alright, there's still something I don't get. Why did they abandon this place if it's full of stuff valuable enough that they're willing to flatten the place to keep it out of pirate hands? No clue. At a guess, it's a trap, and we're springing it. Alright, one moment. If we know it's a trap, why are we walking into it? Because they're paying us to. Yep. Got it in one yang. We're going to turn a handful of mechs into scrap and loot the remains. The specific details aren't really our problem. That is true. Okay, so we got to hold out for 10 rounds. I don't think we've ever had one of these. So, destroy the enemy vanguard. All buildings must survive for maximum pay. Defend the target buildings. 5 out of 8 must remain. And we have 10 rounds until reinforcement. So, with that in mind... we seem fairly well located. There's not exactly much room for them to come in from here. Yeah, they could come up in from the other side, so I suppose taking this kind of angle could be useful. Let's bring Hammer forwards. We'll see if we can get any contact with the enemy there. Firemaster, I think we'll bring you up along there.
Heading out.
And myself, where do we want to go? Well, don't have an absolute ton of movement, but we have decent enough. I think we'll move to this location, and Angel can go Yeah, and she can start heading
On
up
my way.
that other way. We'll just try and spread out our sensor contact
Something
or
on
our
sensors.
sensor ability. Alright, here comes the Vanguard, I would suppose. What have they got? Anything of note? 40 tons, 30 tons. Everybody else is fairly a-okay. Let's bring...
Receiving you.
Oh, we forgot to... We've brought Spymaster out again without Rennick. Okay, well, that's okay. I was just surprised when I saw the Marauder. Not the end of the world. It's not a huge issue. Let's go... Let's see. We don't have that far to move, so if we go... Where is our sensor range? Yeah, we don't have much choice in this matter, so I suppose we're just going to wait a second. Let them come a little bit closer.
Holding for the right opportunity.
Alright, so they're bringing their cicada in forwards. That is useful. And they are on rough terrain, so that's going to work out nicely for us. Let's just send everything against this. So let's go...
Standing by.
Now let's bring Spymaster up over there. 40s and 95s, I suppose, is as good as we can ask for. Maybe, actually, no, what we'll do is we
Waiting
will...
for orders.
Yeah, Angel, you have better numbers, I think. 45s. 40s and 45s.
Commander?
Hang on a second. No, we're smarter than this. Yes, let's use Hammer. Let's walk you... Where can we walk you? Let's back on up facing this way. Maybe we can go... Yeah, there we go. That should be fine. And then what we'll do here is we will sensor lock with you. Yeah, that way we're still getting the maximum amount of damage out without having too much trouble. Right, cool. So now
Ready
that...
for orders.
Yeah, there we go. Look at those numbers. That is far better for firing with the Marauder.
Receiving you.
I think we'll go... Yeah, we'll go ahead and move on in with Angel. See if we can get some
Got it.
stability damage. He is on a rough terrain, so that will help. Yes, okay, cool. So let's go ahead and fire. Alright, structure exposed. Hurt the leg. That is good. Let's go Spymaster. Roll you on in. There we go. 75s. That's much better for the medium lasers and the UACs. Pretty good chance to do some fatal damage. So currently not quite enough to kill,
Scored a critical hit.
but we've certainly done some good work there. Those UACs and that stability damage is useful. Now that leaves little old me in the Giant Awesome. Let's go ahead and yeah, let's just shoot. There's no real reason to be moving. I don't think that'll provide us any benefits. Do we go for the headshot or the leg? I suppose we'll try and take out the leg, try and save a little bit. And, yeah, if there's more mech salvage for us, the better, I suppose. Heat generation is not too bad. So let's go ahead and see what this looks like.
Engaging target.
Ooh. That was,
Enemy mech destroyed.
Hey, let's slip the dogs of war.
yeah, okay, cool. So, what do we have now? We have a 30-tonner.
Ready for orders.
Let's reserve once again. I think he's already moved forwards, but we can use...
I'm here.
Yeah, let's move the Orion forwards. We can get line of sight too, which is nice.
Rolling.
Means we can fire off our LRMs and all. Yeah, that should be pretty good. Javelin.
Cry havoc.
Yeah, okay.
Take that.
Very lucky for them that they did not have, that they did have cover, otherwise that could have been fairly fatal. Okay, let's go ahead and bring...
Ready for orders.
we could bring Angel forwards. 90% on the large lasers.
Receiving you.
May not be necessary. Yeah, let's bring the Marauder forwards. See if we can finish him up with the UAC-2. And we did not roll well on that.
Commander.
So I suppose we'll follow it up. At least this thing will have no armor.
Copy that.
Or next to none. So yeah, let's go there. Large lasers only need... yeah, one of these to really do a lot of damage. But we will need both hits if we want to get a kill.
That hit something good.
Alright, now his weapons aren't working. We could fire with the snubs, which I think we possibly could, but we do have jump jets on this thing for this sort of terrain issue. So let's go ahead and hop on down and see what we can deal with. Oh, it is a beautiful attack. I do like the awesome. Alright, should we overkill? Don't say why we shouldn't. We're about to get reinforcements, so why not just make sure that they die quicker?
Engaging target.
Oh yeah. Alright. Yep.
Enemy mech destroyed.
I've got eyes on hostile reinforcements. They're heading your way.
Okay, so they do have reinforcements coming on in. That is in 6 rounds. Oh, and apparently they are flanking us. Okay, well that does make sense. We only did take out 2. Hopefully they don't make it through that building there when they decided to split up some of their fire. Okay, well that is...
Standing by.
that is good. Alright, let's run you on in, see if we can deal with this guy. I should have probably paid attention. Oh, and there is a third. Okay. Well, the good news is these guys aren't particularly strong, so let's go ahead and pick up a precision strike, puff up those chances to strike, and I think we'll go with a leg shot, see if we can destroy that and make it easier for everyone else.
Locking on target.
Alright, and there goes the leg, and an arm and torso.
Reporting. Critical hit.
Injury and knockdown, that's what we're after. Yeah, okay. Well, that was effective. Oh, and they have a 4th one. Okay. Okay, so... they're really hitting hard from that other angle. Okay. Just double checking, is there any other contacts elsewhere? It do not appear to be. Okay, so we're just definitely going to head up the hill ASAP. Let's run, yeah, SRMs are just within range, so I suppose that is good enough. We'll run you forwards.
Location confirmed.
And we will... I hope we'll get the kill. Do we focus on center torso? We could theoretically, but it's about the same amount of... actually, no, it's less damage to go for the leg. So let's see if we can destroy the leg and take him out of the fight for good. Yeah, we'll see if we can get that. Mind you, that only really works for the lasers. Those SRMs are going to do their own thing.
Hostile removed.
Suppose that will work. So now,
I'm ready.
Hammer, let's get you legging it into position. Let's go... if we go... yeah, no, we don't have any... we need sensor contact. Okay, so we'll go full sprint up here. That should work out fairly well. In fact, I think there is probably... oh no, we'll take a little bit of altitude. It might help with our medium lasers if they get closer.
Roger that.
And apparently I did not look at things properly, and that is... that was a mistake. Alright, okay. We're going to want to sprint with the awesome. All the way forwards is, I think, as good as we can get. Yeah, okay, that's what we'll do. Hopefully they'll try to target us instead. Actually, let's just double check. If we use our jump jets, we could move a little bit better, but I just don't see them taking shots at us. Although, maybe... You know what? No, we're going to go... I know we're for closer range. No, we're gonna move up. We're gonna see if they can start firing upon the group. We now have line of sight with this guy, so maybe they'll focus on us instead of trying to take out one of the buildings immediately. Although those, ooh, there we go.
One of our
Okay.
structures has been eliminated.
So we can't protect everything. That's our bad there. Let's go.
Ready for orders.
Spy Master, let's make sure that you are in the direct line of fire, just so they don't go for any more buildings. We can only afford to lose 2 more. So yeah, I think we'll manage that. It's just unfortunate that we didn't get up here quick enough. Okay, you can shoot at the... I suppose you'll shoot at this javelin, since it is so wonderfully located to get everything shot at it. So let's roll. Oh, and a stray shot on the other. That's always good to see.
Target's taken a critical hit.
Yeah, that's bad news for him. Oh, and a Shadow Hawk is following it up. Okay. Alright, well... Okay. Had I known they had that, we probably wouldn't have ever stood a chance of keeping all of them. Especially if they're focusing on... just shooting at what they can. Alright, medium lasers and LRMs do sound pretty good to me. Could also send... I think we'll leave the Shadow Hawk. Let's just focus on this Javelin. You're the... Yeah, you're in the worst position. So we'll move you forwards. And we'll at least take you out of the equation. Although we could... No, the LRMs are just not quite enough. No, we're going to focus on him. Get him out of the play.
Affirmative.
Yeah. There is no kill like overkill.
Hope we can salvage that.
Alright, let's bring in Angel.
Standing by.
She can move all the way here. Yep. Large lasers and SRMs. That's what we want. Certainly give him a bit to think about.
Targeting for an alpha threat.
Alright, and that will hurt.
Reporting critical hit.
Alright, and now it's my turn. If we can, we'll definitely take shots at the Shadow Hawks, so they'll focus on us instead. We do have all the moderate chances to strike, but I think what we'll do is we will go ahead and use our precision shot just to make sure that we have the best chance of doing damage. And I suppose, what do we want to take out? Lasers, AC5, LRMs, okay. I reckon we go... Let's go for his leg. If we can knock him down the initiative order and keep him a bit incapacitated, or, yeah, take out a leg, I think that's what's probably best for us. So let's go for the leg shot. See if we can then follow up with Spy Master on the next turn with another precision shot and make sure everyone moves first. I think that's what we'll go for, since we are trying to go objective. Alrighty, Javelin, what you got? Yep, firing on us now. Don't think it's going to make a big difference. And yeah, here we go. Spy Master, let's roll you on up forwards. Let's go up here. That's very nice. In fact, I think we go a secondary precision strike just to make sure he does not get a turn. We will overheat, so we'll drop the medium lasers. And let's go... Did we just burn through the leg? I think we just burned through the leg. So that's what we'll do. Fire.
Confirmed.
Okay, left leg destroyed. There goes a couple of heat sinks.
Take that.
Knockdown is useful. Extra wound is helpful. Let's bring on in...
Good to go.
Do we just Yeah, let's just follow this up with Angel. We can probably finish off the Javelin with the Awesome. So, if we can make the most of this situation, we probably should. Let's go. I will aim for the leg, but again, that's only for the large lasers.
Giving them everything I've got.
Alright, left arm, right torso, right arm, SRM's gone.
I think I hit something good.
Pilot wounded again. Yeah, he's in some
Yes, ma'am.
rough shape. Alright, let's bring in, we go for an LRM barrage? Looks like it's gonna be an LRM barrage. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Let's go ahead and move on in.
I'm your spaniel.
I don't think this Shadowhawk is going to get another turn. We'll technically aim for the leg, but this does nothing with these, so... there goes the leg, then the center torso. Yep.
That's a kill.
Pilot is out of here. Alright. Now, we and our Awesome are going to go do a nice little hop, skippity jump. Okay, normally you have a red... Oh wait, we've got sprint enabled. Good thing that we saw that. Okay, we're going to jump on forwards, nice and close. Machine guns are even going to get to fire. I suppose it's only fitting that in its first outing it gets to use all of its weapons. It would be a little unfortunate if it did not. Let's go precision strike. Let's give ourselves the best odds possible. And, what do we do? Yeah, I suppose we'll just go for the, center torso and finish this thing quickly. Alright. We got an arm instead.
Enemy mech. Critical damage
Let's do
detected.
this.
But I'm pretty sure that means it now has... Yep, only 2 medium lasers.
It tickled.
Yeah, a tickle is right for sure.
Standing by.
Being set up into this situation is pretty rough. Alright, now, do we take a shot or do we just go for the melee? You know what? We're going to give you a chance for a melee. Use those small lasers. Won't build up too much heat. Yeah. There's nothing this thing could have survived. There was no way on Earth or on
Talk it.
Independence that they could survive. Alright, well done. Managed to wipe them all out. Just get to...
Mission successful.
Oh, okay, so that was the reinforcements coming in quickly, so we didn't get to... handle things. Okay. Well, it's good to know that that can happen, and if we defeat everyone, we can make as much... We can make a bit more cash in the future. Okay. By the way, pirates are happy with us. We are making money. That is good. Nobody got hurt. Our mechs barely got scratched. We got a javelin part and 2 jump jets. Nothing really of massive value in that haul. So I think that should probably do us here. And yeah, let's go ahead and we'll give our pilots their promotions. We will then head over to the star map, make our way over and see if we can keep on working towards that black market. Also too, I am very much looking forward when we make it to Arano space and we can sell off a bunch of those mechs that we have that we are not planning on using anymore. Right, so one last time, let's just quickly double check. We do have a pirate mission over at Wellan. Yeah, I don't think that's super important. Let's go to our MechWarriors, give them their promotions.
Yes, Commander.
Angel, you can... You know what, maybe a little bit of piloting on you wouldn't be a bad thing either. Extra hit defense, melee defense. The next one is sprint. That could be very nice. And the other one's just base percentage. Yeah, I think the extra movement speed is something we may want to move you towards. Either that or we go cold shot bonus, which we're not really focusing on. Yeah, alright, we're going to go ahead and pick up some piloting. That'll be good for her. let's
Training
do that.
confirmed, Commander.
Standing by.
No, not Behemoth, Pecker, or Glitch.
I'm
Hammer. Here we go. Improve our indirect fire penalties or just base shooting. I think we'll just go with gunnery. Although we could get you for the full amount of... Yeah. Maybe...
Ready for
Who
orders.
was it? Was there somebody else that we were going to see what the
Reporting.
final was? I think Rabbit was going to be going for piloting skill.
Ready for orders.
Fire Master, we want to move up to tactic.
Ready to get orders?
So I suppose... Yeah, you know what? That's a lot of experience. I'm not even sure that's actually going to be worth it. Not for the bonuses in the meantime. A little bit of extra shooting or indirect fire. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and pick up the indirect fire penalty. I think that's going to give us the best overall ability to hit our targets. Also, too, it means if he's in other... Yeah, even though he's targeting a single thing, if the indirect fire penalty could be useful. So let's just go ahead and pick that up.
MechWarrior training complete.
And now, what did we say? Then there's
Ready for orders.
Headhunter, cannot afford anything. Myself, we can go for a little bit of extra health. We could go for more piloting or tactics, I think. No, I'm not too far off on that full shot mastery, so I think that's what we will do. We'll hold off for that.
Yes, Commander.
And Rabbit, yeah, you can definitely go ahead and pick up that piloting. We'll keep you fairly well
Training
balanced.
complete.
And I think
Standing by.
Spy Master, yeah, and I think we'll hold off there for you too. We definitely want to go ahead and get that mastery. So that's enough for that. So let's go ahead and head on over to navigation. Check out the star map. Now, I believe we were talking about going to Manthraka. So black market, there's pirates, so there's a good chance we could do something there. Maybe the Magistracy of Canopus wants to fight the local government. So we will see. Otherwise, what else do we have? Rich, all that other stuff. That's not too important. Let's travel up here.
By your command.
A couple of sea bills is not too much out of our coffers. We have a very healthy bank account, which is always good to have. Alright, so now that we have is the library coming in next. That's only 1 week away, so we'll probably have that before we reach the next location. We should then probably start focusing on the system, maybe our structural integrity as well as our power. What was it? Our power systems, the circuitry or whatever it was that they called it. The high voltage power lines or whatever it is. Alright, so we should definitely focus on some of those. Oh, and they'll finish on the same day.
Upgrades you asked for are online, Commander.
Oh, actually, the day ahead. Alright, so let's head straight over to engineering. Yeah, there we have. We have all the recreation sorted. Here we go. Power systems, 30 days, and just shy of 750,000. Or structural reinforcement, 30 days, and 360,000. Well, I think we'll go with the structural reinforcement, just because if we do get access to the black market, we'll want the cash on hand. So let's go ahead and pick that up, unless there is something better. No, drive systems, medical bay, no, not really appropriate. So let's go structure, 360,000 sea bills, 30 days, seems good
I'll
to
get
me.
the team on it right away.
Alright, and that is in the works. Now, let's move on and land, or orbit, our new little destination.
Waypoint reached, Commander.
Alright, Manthraka is there. Let's go ahead and visit the store. Let's see if they've got anything that's super cool. And no black market yet again. Well, one of these days, we will get something. Partial mechs are available. I don't think we really need much of those. I think we're sitting very pretty as far as all of these. Cyclops could be cool, but again, that's a lot of money for something that we're not going to get a lot of gain out of. Some somewhat mediocre machine guns, a mortar, ooh, a rangefinder. Okay. All mechs come equipped with a stock pilot configuration, which can be upgraded for improved performance. Rangefinders increase the range at which targets can be visually acquired for direct targeting or spotting for support fire. Wow, okay, yes. That is something we're definitely picking up, and you'll notice no tonnage, but it does take a slot in the mech. That is perfectly fine. An extra 25 meters of view is better than none, and for 77,000 zeebles, I think that is a steal. So let's go ahead and buy. We can chuck that onto pretty much
New
any of our mechs.
available.
Otherwise, yeah, nothing else of note. Okay, let's just double check equipment. Yeah, mortars, jump jets, heat sinks, ammunition. Again, nothing fancy whatsoever. Alright, so let's go to the contract. Let us see what is available. And, yeah, maybe if there's something nice and short, maybe we give it a quick run just to see. We have a base capture in the Highlands. That would be good. We could try that. We could try an eye for an eye, an assassination mission. Yeah, witness tampering as well in Martian biome. Okay, so all those pirates are definitely going to be taken. Here we have Canopus and the local government and the pirates, and more against Canopus. Okay, so we have not too much to really be doing here. Let's just double check. Yeah, pirates. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll pick up some of these in the next one. I think we'll probably run. Sorry, my voice is... Hang on a second. Sorry about that. My voice was a little bit croaky. I think we'll come back and pick up the... Yeah, maybe the 2 manufacturing facility or the patrol. Or maybe interdiction. We do this one first. Depending on how long it goes, we might pick up one of the others and save the rest. Wait a second. No, sorry. I spoke incorrect. That is the planetary stuff. We will do... Yeah, swift reclamation, maybe 2 of these together before we leave if they don't damage our mechs, and one of them goes fairly quickly. So I think we'll come back with swift reclamation. That's what we'll do. And we might even... Yeah, and then if any of our mechs get wounded, we might chuck on that rangefinder on one of them. So if you do want to see those missions, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future Battletech content. We're also still accepting pilots if that is of interest to you, so check out the community page for more details, and I will see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning in to the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.